Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we are talking about the kitchen and specifically the Meals on Wheels program and really the volunteers that make it all come together. Joining us now with much more is Corey Glassburn. Again, the volunteer that we were just telling you about was Shelly, his partner. Y'all tag team and make this all come together. And also, Kelly Patton, she is the volunteer coordinator with the kitchen. So we appreciate you both being here today. And Corey, we're going to kind of start with you. We spoke to Shelly, and I understand that you guys have been doing this for about 6 months now.
That's correct.
And it only takes you 45 minutes, which I think that alone, I really didn't realize it was such a short amount of time, you know, and you can do so much.
It is a very short amount of time, and you know, you get to see a lot of great people during that amount of time, and you get to build relationships. So, you know, it can go anywhere. I mean, it just depends on how long. Sometimes they want to sit there and they want to have a conversation with you, and so we just allow that time for the conversation to happen and build that relationship.
And you actually take the meals maybe inside the home or to the door. Are there any on your particular route that, you know, maybe you do go in and you help with special certain needs or requests to help them?
There are. There's a couple of houses on our route that we actually go in. They're not able to come to the door, so we'll go in, we knock, make sure they're there, take that extra step, open the meal for them, make sure they have everything they need, make sure they're comfortable, see how their day is going, and just, you know, really build that relationship with them.
Did you know going into it that you would be, you know, having a conversation with so many of them and even developing relationships?
Right. You know, at first you just really think about you're just delivering the meals, and you know, you're trying to go out there and really give back to the community who gives so much to everything. Mm-hmm. You know, you have an expectation, but when you get to go there and you get to see these people and they start asking questions and you get to talk to them, that's when it really hits home for you. You're like, it's a humbling experience for us as well, just to be able to go out there and be able to do this, and what a great opportunity for us to be able to do that.
That's pretty neat. How is it for you? Do you look forward to seeing them every Friday?
Absolutely. And you know, sometimes it's actually, you know, you know, you want to see somebody and they're not on your route that day, whether they're out of town or they're at a doctor's appointment, and so you don't get to see them. So you look forward to the next week to get to visit with them and see how their past 2 weeks have gone instead of just the past week.
Yeah.
So that's the neat part about it.
That's pretty cool. Anything you would like to say? Because, you know, I like to hear from the volunteers themselves. It's neat. Anything you would like to share with Texoma if maybe they're interested?
The great thing is I get to work with my coworkers, so we chose together to do this, mm-hmm. and it's a great experience for both of us. We get to go out there, we get to build our relationship as team members, uh-huh. and then we get to go out there and be able to share that love with the community and be able to help out. And so it's a very short amount of time, but a huge gain.
It's neat hearing from these volunteers, I'm sure for you as well. Can you share with us, you know, what it is that you do with the volunteers in that list every day?
Well, first of all, I let them pick the day and the route that works best for them based on their knowledge of the city. If they're comfortable where they're going, more than likely they will stay. And then it's just 1 day a week. And so that's how I'm able to match it up, you know, because some people like to go by where they, you know, deliver like where they work. Some people like to deliver where they live. Mm-hmm. It just depends on the person, and I kind of get to know people and kind of know what, you know, just based on talking to them, what they expect. And so I try to accommodate that.
Now, do you have to have more than one person? Is this something where at least 2 people need to go deliver?
Of course, it's easier if you have someone that's driving and then someone that's getting out and getting the meals, but it doesn't have to be 2. I mean, one person can do it. They just need a car, of course, and driver's license, a valid ID, and then they have to have insurance and be able to pass a criminal history check. And we do all of that on site, so and like I say, then they just pick, you know, whatever day works best for them. I always give them a map and stuff and try to prepare them as much as I can prior to an extra day of delivery, so it's not hard on them. And it usually brings them back the next week. So,
are you in need of more volunteers?
We could use, I say, you know, 12 to 15 at least, and then we are going to add an additional 12 to 15 routes.
Wow.
So, like I say, if they want to come and fill out the paperwork and kind of get on my list, and that way then later on I can share what I have available, you know, based on what they're looking for.
We heard from Shelly and we heard from Corey. It doesn't take them as long. What's maybe the longest it would take you if you don't have it down to quite such an art?
Well, I think the max time that it would take is probably an hour.
Okay.
And like I say, it's just 1 day a week. And of course, your first time is always your hardest time, but once you realize where you're going,
sure,
it's a piece of cake.
And that's like anything, you know, you got to at least probably come back, right, Corey?
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Was it harder the first time? I mean, is that fair to say?
Absolutely.
Don't give up.
No, and the first time it took us probably about an hour and 15 minutes. And then you get on that routine and you kind of learn your way around that community, and so that's when it takes less time.
Maybe any advice now that maybe you wish you would have thought of or have known whenever you first started?
Just give it time, and set yourself up for just a month. Say you're going to do it for a month, and just try it for a month and see how rewarding it is. Because after the first couple of times, you'll see how rewarding it is.
Volunteers, the backbone of our organization. We could not do this on a daily basis
Absolutely not.
without them.
So your help is needed. Well, stay with us, Texoma. We are going to talk about more of the kitchen. If you can believe it, this is not all they do. So we're more on the outreach and how they really help the community is after this. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we are talking about the kitchen, and another aspect of that is, of course, the red door and the green door, and both locations in Wichita Falls. Joining us now with more, the red door site manager, Becky Roach, and also the green door site manager, Patricia Cooper. So thank you both for being here today. And once again, Jackie is joining us, executive director, but we want to really dive into what it is that these two locations that serve as seniors in our community, what they offer. And you know, this is the happening place to be, the fun place to be. And
absolutely.
Tell us, let's start with the red door and what it really offers.
We are a nutrition site, and so we serve a noonday meal from 11:30 to 12:30 Monday through Friday. We also try to make available every piece of information that would apply to anyone that would be considered a senior citizen. In addition to that, we provide activities to keep them active and busy and having a good time. We do bingo several days a week. We have special occasion parties, holiday parties. Actually, that's our specialty. We do a party, very good. We have a Tuesday night dance every Tuesday evening from 7 o'clock on. And just different things to keep them active and involved and socializing with one another, participating with their peers in different fun things. So we try to cover all of those, but our focus is the nutrition and then information and referral.
And I love that. I love that there are so many neat things for them to do as well. I mean, you're right. It's kind of like you use all the fun, you get them in there, get them involved, but yet, you know, they are having that extra help that's really needed, whether it's the nutrition or all the extra educational materials that they may need. And not only is there the Red Door location, where is that?
We're at 1000 Burnett. We're on the corner of 10th and Burnett downtown. We are just right across the parking lot from where we started out 45 years ago, and just next door to where Meals on Wheels is staged and produced.
And there's also the Green Door.
We have the site over there on 1100 Smith Street, and we also provide services for us. We do serve from 12 to 12:30, and then after that we do have activities. We have bingo, we also have exercises, we also have a blood pressure clinic that comes in like every other Wednesday, and it's just basically just getting them out. They get out and have a good time for us, just socializing with other people, and just, you know, they listening to them. They love to, you know, tell their stories and stuff. So it's just somewhere so they can come and have a good time.
Now the target here is obviously, like you mentioned, the seniors, and that's ages 60 and up.
Correct.
So they can also, however, bring their families with them at times and come enjoy the meal with them.
Absolutely.
Yes,
We encourage that 100%. I have several people who bring their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren, and sometimes a son or a daughter can break away long enough at lunch to come and have a meal with their mom or dad, and that's so important, and they enjoy it so much, and they love to introduce their family to their friends, you know, and spend that time together. It's we really do everything we can to encourage that.
I think that's awesome, and there's a fee, of course, involved whenever you're coming to eat, but it's not a lot. I mean, really, this is a great place to go for lunch and encourage seniors to bring their families and come. Can you talk about the fee and what they might expect?
Yes, for seniors 60 and above, it's a $3 donation, and for below 60, it's $6.25.
Okay, and you said donations, so for some reason the seniors weren't able to pay that day, then?
Absolutely, no one is turned away. If they're age 60 and up, they're always welcome and provided a meal.
Always.
Always.
And I think it's important to mention too that the Green Door Center is located inside the Martin Luther King Center.
Yes. How important do you think it is to have these two different locations?
It's very important for the community to be able to, you know, not everyone has transportation to go a long distance, and this way we're divided up. People are able to just better serve the community.
Sure. You're reaching more people.
Some days we have upwards of 150. Our
Wow.
average right now at the Red Door is 100, right around 100.
We serve from 12 to 16 people a day.
And you know, that's a lot of families though that are being reached here in
Yes,
Wichita
sure.
Falls. So unfortunately we have to wrap this up. There's so much about the kitchen though that, you know, we can really share, but any last things you would like to share with other families?
Either location is a great place to step back out into socializing again. A lot of times if you know, if you've lost your spouse or you're new to the area, or for some reason you just haven't really been out and active for a while, either location is a great first step out. It's entirely day by day. There's no commitment required. You can come and have lunch and enjoy some time with people your own age and activities, and kind of ease your way back into it. That's important for a lot of people. Either place, you're more than welcome any day, anytime.
Are you excited that something like this is provided for the seniors of our community? Because, you know, when you really look at it like this, wow, there's a place for them to go and have a meal that's affordable and learn information and even bring their families and have a good time. That's pretty awesome.
It is. I've been there for about a year, over a year, and just to see the people that comes in, and then also with, you know, sometimes they bring their friends, and they really is just like how long this been going on. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
So it is excitement. It is good to be in the community to have some services that's provided.
I think you're right. Both of them have been established here in the community a long time, and maybe it's maybe hard to believe. It sounds too good to be true almost, but what an awesome.
We hear over and over again how having a place to come like our Red Door or the Green Door, how much it means to them, you know, that otherwise they might be lost and really not know where to go or what
Sure.
to do. And most of our newcomers come by referral from some of the people who've been coming for quite a time. So yeah, it's wonderful to have that service available.
And it's Monday through Friday, correct?
Monday through Friday.
Okay, well, Texoma, take advantage. Thank you so much. We really want to thank you for being here today. And Jackie, thank you as well for
Thank
giving
you.
us an inside look to the kitchen and really all it does for the community.
Thank you.
So we want to say thank you for joining us as well. Texoma, we hope you have a great day.